All right, guys. What amazing card. Um, it was funny. That was for sure. We did good though. 7 for 3. Can't complain. Discord's killing it. We got some killers in the Discord. We need more killers in the Discord though, so y'all are welcome. We don't discriminate. But yeah, let's get into the card. It was a good card. We did well. Plus 2.6 units. 7 and 3 on gun predictions. Let's get into it. So we had first we had John Saragih as a prediction. I thought he was more explosive, and I was right. He was more explosive, and I thought he was a better striker. But Gil, man, he just managed to get in those positions. He just managed to take him down and prove that Indonesians have no jiu-jitsu, no grappling. You can be as explosive as you want, but if you have no fundamentals, it's gonna show. And unfortunately for Mr. Saragi, Mr. Gill at plus 265 got the sub. I'm really, really happy about that. It was either sub or KO, one of the two. Saragi possibly would have got decision as well, so I was a little bit worried for that, but I'm happy Gil got the sub. Good on Gil. Moving on, we had Fran Breen taking on Enrique Montalvo. I thought Fran Breen, looking at Tate, was a little more polished than I thought initially. I thought, oh, he's just another Dex Gen guy they're hyping up, and man, was I wrong. He looked good, man. He had good hips, kept him in control. He obviously could have finished the fight, but the guy was tough, man. This was his first pro fight. I think it was. He was really really tough. He had no wrestling, and his jiu-jitsu wasn't great, but he tried. He wasn't good, but I felt Fran Breen did pretty good. Definitely not someone I'm gonna be like hammering going forward, but like I'll keep an eye on him. Moving on, we had I think I don't even know his first name. It was like Teddy Atlee or something like that. Stringer versus Brian Shaw. So Brian Shaw by sub. All of his losses, I'm pretty sure, by sub. Man, I should have hammered this line. Negative 160. What am I doing? That's four losses straight by sub. Am I dumb? Like, anyways, we cashed the point 0.5 unit play, but I just played this card like a whim. I played it like a pussy, to be honest. But yeah, it is what it is. Teddy Anderson Stringer gets the win. Yeah, moving on, another lock of the card. Anthony Rosso cashes with ease, made Fatarosu look like an old man out there. And I don't believe he's that old, like 35, 36. So good win for Orozo. Great debut. Definitely going to keep my eyes on him. He reminds me of like um, a less bladed stance version of Primetime Moreno fit from Fury SC. But yeah, I like me some Morozo. He was really really polished. I like the way he uses hips to break him down and uses ground. His ground and pound was vicious. I love watching this guy fight. I'm definitely a fan of his now moving forward. And yeah, even though the guy wasn't that great, he fought. He made him look like how he was supposed to make him look. So great performance. Moving on, that's probably performance of the night for me. Moving on, we had Elijah Harris taking on Chris Lewis. Chris Lewis by KO, plus 425. Man, we that was an awesome cash for him by KO. I knew Elijah Harris was either going to get KO'd here or he was going to win it by decision. I did not anticipate Chris Lewis to dominate for 3 rounds. I didn't think his cardio would hold up past one. But yeah, good on Chris Lewis. He proved me wrong, and yeah, good win. Moving on. We had Franz Sorman taking on James Settle. I took both Indonesians, giving them the benefit of the doubt, just based off both of their athleticism. Turns out they both are pretty bad. Sorman gassed after the first round, and yeah, Settle, man, he just had him in some funky jiu-jitsu positions that he normally wouldn't get people in, and I just feel Settle, exposed him how bad the jiu-jitsu is over there, and we picked up a win. I should have saw this coming, but I mean I did see it coming, but I should have put a little more emphasis on it. Just three, I gotta ignore the 3 and 3 fighter thing and just give him a chance. But I'm happy I played it safe. I still cash, so it is what it is. Moving on, we had Sonny Imhotep versus Javid Hojayev. So Hojayev was actually a lot better than I thought. He won the first round quite clearly. Landed all the better shots, but something switched in the second round for Sumney midway through. He landed the more effective shots in round two, and he then just turned it up in round three. He landed a lot of the more effective shots. I thought he did very well. Definitely very, very dangerous on the feet. Very technical. I don't know if he'll ever go high level, but he definitely seems like he does this because he loves it, and gotta respect it. Good win for Sumney. Him with that. Moving on, we had David Lopez taking on Connor Wilson. Man, Connor Wilson in that first round, he looked so good. Like his striking was elite. But unfortunately for him, I think he put too much of his energy in that first round because after that first round, David Lopez got him down and he had nothing. Literally nothing. Because once he tried to just stand up, David Lopez snatched that neck, and there was no defending, nothing. He just, yeah, it is what it is. If I was betting Connor Wilson, I'd be pretty upset. But fortunately for me, I saw this guy beat some good guys. Lopez is dangerous. I'm going to take Lopez, and fortunately for me, we cashed with Lopez for another plus point 0.5 unit play. Man, we swept all the plus point 0.5 unit plays, so that's good. Great night. Um, but yeah, moving on, we had Damon Wilson versus John DeJesus. So we took a little bit of a dip here. I thought John DeJesus was not as good, but this is actually my bad. I should have watched the last fight uh, with John DeJesus because John DeJesus is actually really, really good on the feet. And I don't know how. Like I truly don't know how. I mean, actually, I do know how, but I don't know. I'll have to watch the fight again because I just don't see how. If Roberto got Jesus down, I really worry because Roberto's rest. I'll get into that, but like John DeJesus, anyways, he looks so good tonight. I really really like his striking. He's vicious with his striking. Damon Wilson though, he has vicious striking, very very violent as well. Has good power. I was very impressed with him. He still lost almost every round, I think, but yeah, I thought John DeJesus. It was a really good fight. I really enjoyed this fight the most probably on the card, but yeah, good performance by John DeJesus. Good win. 16 and 11 now. I'm interested to see how Dane Willis bounces back from this. Moving on, we had Roberto Hernandez after switching midway through after the undefeated Moses Diaz. I thought to myself, this man is a little bit fraudulent because the guys he's beating, he's taking them to decisions. Given he is very athletic, he doesn't move his head. His boxing isn't good, and I didn't rate him very highly. And watching the tape, I just had to take Roberto. He is more clean on the feet. And what with this fight, it was frustrating. He kept trying to wrestle. I didn't understand the whole time. He was just trying to wrestle. He's a way better striker, and he kept trying. I think he was getting tired. I don't know, but I don't know. He's got to work on that cardio, I guess, or he's got to work on more his wrestling because he's got good jiu-jitsu, but he can't be pulling back for heel hooks unless he knows he's got it. I'd wait till like they're dry or he's got energy, because it wasn't a great look for him, but he still managed to get the judge's decision just because of how clean he looked in the feet. So great win for Roberto. I really like watching him strike, but he does really have to clean up some things. Maybe if I think he will eventually have to get to go to a bigger gym just because you can't train at small gyms and expect great results at the highest level. Anyways, um, moving on. We have like unless the gym's like has great coaches, and that's a different level. But I don't really know too much about Cobra Kai MMA. Anyways, moving on. We have Kyle Driscoll taking on James Lynch. I should have had more emphasis on this. I had a gut feeling Kyle Driscoll would get it done. Kyle Driscoll, man, he is young. He's hungry. He's got some clean striking. I was hoping to get that sub at plus 1200, but he gave up his back and everything. But Driscoll's just a beast. He pounds you out. He's like, screw that sub. I'm just gonna pound you out. So this guy's a brute. Definitely gonna take note of that. I'm gonna keep in mind that for his next fights. Great card. Really, really happy about it. We got UFC in the morning, so or UFC tomorrow. I don't know what time. It's gonna be great. I'll get into I'll get into the results after, of course, and what's next. But anyways, guys, hope you guys cash big with me on Cage Warriors, and I'll see you next time.